your boy. We here with another episode of Straight Facts Only, man. We gonna have a big show for you today. You know what it is, man. Subscribe to our channel. Leave comments at the bottom. Check out our other videos. Tell us what you think. The NFL's Top 100 is concluding tomorrow, and our topic for today is who should be in the top 10 and who we would take out in what order in the top 10.
So, as he said, the NFL Top 100 players conclude tomorrow. So, yeah, we can pretty much assume the players left is going to be Aaron Rodgers, J.J. Watt, DeMarco Murray, Marshawn Lynch, Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Peyton Manning, Antonio Brown, Calvin Johnson, and Andrew Luck. So, what we're going to do is give the order of what we think that should be and talk about that a little.
Alright, at 10, I got Gronk. That man's he's the most unguardable person in the league right now. You can line up outside, inside, just go to work. At 9, I got Peyton Manning. At 8, I got Calvin. He's not, he didn't produce as much as he usually does. That's why you see the diminish on the list. At 7, I got Andrew Luck. At 6, I got DeMarco Murray. He had a productive season, but his O-line helped him along most of the way. Same with Tony Romo and Des Bryant. At 5, I got Lynch. He got a ring. He's just a beast mode, man. That's what he do. At 4, I got AB, most productive receiver in a while, actually. Little man, but he gets the job done. At 3, I got Brady, just won another chip. At 2, I got the best quarterback in the game right now, Aaron Rodgers. And at 1, best player, J.J. Watt.
That's that makes sense.
Number 10, I got DeMarco Murray. As my man said, he's most rushing yards in the league, but that offensive line helped him out a lot. Number 9, I got Peyton Manning, best quarterback, but the playoffs he's to say the least. Number 8, Gronk, unstoppable force. Number 7, Marshawn Lynch. Number 6, Calvin Johnson. Number 5, Andrew Luck. Number 4, best receiver in the league, Antonio Brown. Number 3, Tom Brady. Number 2, J.J. Watt. Number 1, Aaron Rodgers.
Number 10, I got DeMarco Murray, because we already know he hasn't really been consistent as far as staying healthy, but he finally stayed healthy and showed what he could do. Offensive line, Zach Martin, them guys. Number 9, Antonio Brown, most productive receiver in the league. You got to give it to him. Number 8, Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Number 7 is Andrew Luck. Some people might have him higher, but I think number 7 is the highest you can put him, just because you can't be a great quarterback, go to the conference finals, and go 12 for 33 with 2 picks and no touchdown and get blown out like that. Back-to-back years against the Patriots. You just can't do it. Number 6, Peyton Manning, the Sheriff. He's still one of the hardest people to game plan against. And on top of that, he's just Peyton Manning, but he didn't have his best season this year in the playoffs. We know how that goes. Number 5, Beast Mode. Best back in the league ever since AP went out. Well, if you take Marshawn Lynch out that offense, we don't know what they are. Number 4, Gronkowski. Number 3, that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, number 3. He got all the weapons. I know he's the MVP and all that, but he got Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb. He got a lot of weapons on the field. He's not playing with scrubs. Number 2 is J.J. Watt, the best football player in its totality. He does everything. The guy scored 5 touchdowns. Come on, what more do you need? He does everything. And number 1, is the best overall in the NFL is Tom Brady. Tom Brady, no matter who you give him at receiver, no matter what circumstance you put him in, he's going to deliver the goods. Peyton Manning the previous year got punished against that Seattle defense. Brady came back and won against that Seattle defense. That showed me everything I needed to know. No other quarterback in the NFL wins that game. None. Tom Brady's number 1 player in the NFL. We just did our top 10. Now we're going to do the people in the top 10 that shouldn't have made the list and the people that got snubbed out of the top 10. And to me, I think the 2 people that shouldn't have made the list, AB and DeMarco Murray. AB is very productive, but he has Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. Come on, man. And he has Ben Roethlisberger, one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. He has Martavis Bryant. He's super talented, but I don't think he should have made the list. And I don't think DeMarco Murray should have made the list. Come on, you got Tony Romo, you got Des Bryant, you got that offensive line. I definitely think Richard Sherman should have made the list. When you have a cornerback like Richard Sherman that could take half of the field, forget taking away one man. When you can take away half of a football field, and a great quarterback like Aaron Rodgers doesn't even look your way, when he has Jordy Nelson on your side, you should definitely be in the top 10 of any list. But 2 is Des Bryant, the best receiver in the NFL. He's a dog. Des Bryant is the best receiver in the NFL. He's overlapped Calvin Johnson in my eyes. Des Bryant is by far the most unguardable receiver in the league.
I can't even.
Y'all faces.
Oh my
Nigga said-
gosh! I can't even. Look. I definitely agree. Richard Sherman and Des Bryant are the two that should have been in the top 10. Because I mean, Des got in the end zone 16 times. Like, how can you leave that out? Yeah, as you said, Richard Sherman takes away the whole side. How does AB not belong in the top 10? If we're talking statistics, over the past 2-3 seasons, he's been the best in the league.
Exactly.
But consistently, how does he not? At his position, he's the best. How is he not in the top 10? I agree with Armel. Dez and Sherm should definitely be in the top 10. I feel like the people I would leave out is DeMarco Murray and, I'm sorry to say, Peyton Manning. Yeah, you already covered DeMarco Murray, but to me, Peyton, he can't get it done in the playoffs, and this is a consistent thing. This isn't just the past couple of years, and that just bothers me so much. And also, even last season, he kind of fell off towards the end of the season. I just can't respect that. Like,
For me, I got 3 people I'm taking out of the top 10. I'm taking out Gronk at 10, Peyton Manning at 9, and Calvin Johnson at 8. Calvin Johnson at 8 because he's fallen off. He hasn't been the same Calvin Johnson. Injuries and also, but like, there's other great players out here balling, like, who don't get enough credit. Peyton Manning, he don't get the job done in the playoffs, man. I don't care how many touchdowns you do in the regular season. He don't get the job done when you need him. And Gronk, like, no disrespect to Gronk, but I just feel like there's someone else who could take that spot above him. The 3 players I'm putting in is Richard Sherman, like they said earlier, Darrelle Revis, and Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell?
Revis, because Revis is Revis. He's the best corner in the game. He gets the job done. He straps everything. Sherm, like, I mean, what else can you say, man? The man got a ring. Like, he'll lock up half a side of the field, man. He gets the job done. Le'Veon, the Steelers aren't the same prolific offense without him. You saw what happened to the Steelers when he went down. He means more to the team. And last year, the numbers he put up was just stupid.
Look, we have to understand. We have to understand this list isn't just about last season or the season before. It's also maybe it's not that big of a part, but it's about who you are like over your career. And Le'Veon Bell has been in the league how many years? Like he does not deserve this right now.
They throw Odell at 32. You telling me there's only 31?
You're telling me Le'Veon is Odell?
You're telling me there's only 31 players better than a rookie? Come on, man.
Oh, did you see the season Odell had last season?
He had more touchdowns than games. When a man has more touchdowns than games,
but you're
not human.
Off of his point, he said, you talk about legacy. This man, this is first year. This is first year.
Is Le'Veon
but you're saying Le'Veon is top 10.
Yes, he's top 10.
He's not top.
Who said Odell was top 10 over here? Nobody.
You're saying it goes off of legacy. This man,
he's a good bag. He does not deserve to be no top 10 in no way, shape, or form. First off, he's not even. You can't have that many running backs in the top 10 just because of the position and the impact that they have. This is not Jim Brown era. This ain't Barry Sanders era. And he's definitely not better than Lynch. And he's definitely not better than Gronk for his team. Gronk to the Patriots is more important than Le'Veon. Last year to the Patriots, I don't know, Revis might have been more important than Le'Veon. Because if you take Revis off that Patriots team, T.Y. Hilton does not get strapped like that. And I don't know, maybe Luck plays better, but who knows? The Patriots cripples tonight. And on top of that, who else did you take out?
Calvin and Payton.
Calvin Johnson is better than Le'Veon. Hands up and down. Just impact-wise, everything. He's a better player than Le'Veon. No matter how you look at the game, what you think, this guy's crazy. He got a problem. He's bugging.
I don't know about Calvin. You're definitely right about the attention that the defense plays them, but his game has been like on a decline or maybe it's just injuries. I don't know, but he hasn't been as, but that's part of it. Like that goes into it.
But you have to take that in as well. Like if just because he's still not producing, you can't ignore someone else who is.
He hasn't been producing as much as like
these other cats.
No,
he hasn't producing as much in his years past.
Producing.
He's still putting up numbers.
He's putting up top 10 numbers.
He's still putting up numbers because NFL numbers and offense, they're all inflated, but he's not doing what he usually does, and other cats are surpassing him right now.
Okay, this is Calvin Johnson's impact. They really don't have a great running game. Matthew Stafford is Matthew Stafford. It's self-explanatory. Is Golden Tate doing what he did last year without Calvin Johnson on the field?
I mean, he did, because there was a lot of games where Calvin Johnson was out, and he was still putting up stupid numbers.
But my thing is Golden Tate doing what he's doing without Calvin Johnson on the field?
Yes, I just answered your question. He proved that last year. There was times when Calvin Johnson wasn't on the field, and he was still putting up big numbers when Calvin Johnson was
hurt.
But
that's because he was getting on the ball.
I don't know people one-on-one. How you going to take Gronk out of the top 10? Who can guard this man?
All right, the only reason, I feel you that like Gronk, he's unguardable, but like for me personally, I feel like Richard Sherman at his position is better than Gronk to put him in the top 10. I feel like Revis at his position is better than Gronk at what he does to put him in the top 10. Like I can't really say anything about Gronk. Like
you can't. Take out 3 people?
I'm not finished. You can feel like Le'Veon what he does for his team. Like You saw what happened to the Steelers' prolific offense once Le'Veon left. Like there was a stalemate. Like they couldn't do anything without Le'Veon. He's the heart and soul of the Pittsburgh offense. Like that man to his team is great. And like we saw what happened when Gronk left the Patriots. Like they were still winning games.
If Le'Veon is such a great impact to that team, how come Antonio Brown is in the top 10?
Bell is the heart and soul of that team, but Antonio Brown is still the best player. Like for like how the team functions, you need Le'Veon Bell.
Okay, do you think? Because I think Des Bryant is better than Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you take Des off that team, do you think the Cowboys go as far as they did last year?
They don't go as far, but
it's the same thing. If you take Antonio Brown off the Steelers, they don't go as far.
But with the Cowboys, it wasn't even Dez because they've had Dez for like however long, and they haven't been doing what they did this past season. It was the running game that really like escalated them this year. That allowed them to move forward.
At this point, we're going to talk about position battles in the top 10. Obviously, it's Antonio Brown because I got him at 4 in our top 10. He led the league in both receiving yards and catches this year. He was second in both of those categories last year. He's the most productive in the NFL for quite some while, like since Calvin Johnson's been hurt. He's always consistent. You can never find a game where he disappears. He's always there. Like this is one statistic. The past like 32 games, he's had like at least 5 catches and 55 yards. Like he's always going to be there night in and night out. People sleep on AB because he's a 5'10" receiver. He's a quicker, shifty receiver. He's not the typical number 1 receiver who you line up outside. Like you get fixated on jump balls. Like, but he gets the job done. He puts up the best numbers. Like check the stats. Like he's a dog.
Okay, this isn't even like obviously is AB. Like this is not even like, bruh. Again, over the past like 2-3 seasons, the stats they don't lie, bruh. AB is the best receiver in the league, and Calvin obviously he's Calvin Johnson. He draws attention. It's hard to game plan for him, but he hasn't even been on the field as much as you would like. He hasn't put up the numbers that you would like him to, and yeah, again he's Calvin Johnson. He's Hall of Fame, no doubt. But over the past few years, AB has no doubt been better.
Des is better than both of them. Let's start off this whole conversation honestly. Des Bryant, but Calvin Johnson's a better player than AB. AB, yes, the stats is beautiful, all that stuff is great, but Calvin Johnson is another breed. Like he gets so much attention to the point where it's like he makes everybody around him better. Ben Roethlisberger is gonna be Ben Roethlisberger with or without AB. We know that. Matthew Stafford, if you take away Calvin Johnson, is potentially a backup quarterback in this NFL right now. Potentially, because he's inconsistent. And if you take away that Calvin Johnson impact where you can just close your eyes and throw the ball up in the air, who's getting them type of balls in the league besides Des Bryant? Who else besides Calvin? The impact that Calvin brings to the field, he's the greatest decoy even when he's not healthy. Guys like Golden Tate better, Pettigrew, Reggie Bush. So to me it's like, how can you not say Calvin is better than AB? Yes, the numbers are great, but of course the numbers are going to be great when you're playing with Le'Veon Bell in the backfield, Bryant on the other side of you, Ben Roethlisberger is your quarterback, Mike Tomlin is your coach. Who was Detroit Lions coach? Anybody? Before the season. Who was it?
It's the black guy.
No, before the season.
Oh, the white guy.
No, the white guy.
Fisher?
Jim Schwartz.
Oh.
Nobody would have said that. We would have went.
Just because they play differently, like AB's style is shifty. Like it's not the typical number 1, but like he still gets the job done and he still dominates the game. Like I know everyone loves to throw it up like Calvin Johnson Showtime, but it's the same thing. Like they do it in different ways.
There's nothing AB does that Calvin can't do, but there's things that Calvin can do that AB can't do.
Wait, no. Calvin can't run routes like AB.
Calvin cannot run routes.
Calvin
Whenever you ever see somebody break somebody down, you straight go.
You can't.
You straight go.
Of course, it would make no sense. How many niggas can really run routes like AB? If AB couldn't run routes at 5'10", he wouldn't be there.
Okay, you just like.
But I'm saying, but he can. But there's things that Calvin could do that even if AB tried his hardest, he just couldn't do.
But there's things that AB does that even Calvin tries his hardest, he can't do.
Yes, he good.
No.
Are you serious right now?
Calvin can't mix niggas like AB. Calvin can't run routes like AB.
He can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy like AB.
The next position battle would have been DeMarco Murray against Marshawn Lynch, but we're all taking beast mode, so it's kind of irrelevant. So now we're gonna talk about Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
The best quarterback, the best player, the best everything is Tom Brady. Hands down. No debating. If you don't agree, nigga, you hate him. But let me say that. When you do it consistently, year in and year out, winning 12 games, performing in the playoffs when you got limited receivers, and the one year you get great receivers, you almost go perfect. Like, You just gotta give a man his credit when it's due. And I hate the Patriots, but Tom Brady's the best quarterback in the NFL.
For me, Tom Brady's the best quarterback of all time. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. But for right now, 2015, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the game. Like, the way he delivers his throws, his playing style is effortless, man. And he's out there just balling MVP numbers. For me, it's neck to neck as 1A, 1B. But, like, if you ask me right now for this list in the top 100, who you put in, I'm going to give a slight edge to A-Rod, even though Brady did just win this chip against one of the almost greatest defense of all time.
Aaron Rodgers played the Seahawks 2 times in the same season. The first time, he wouldn't even look at Sherman. He wouldn't even throw Sherman's side, and they lost that game. The second time, it was a given. The Packers defense did everything you can do. Russell Wilson threw 4 picks, and they still couldn't win. I'm mindful that he was banged up and he wasn't 100%, but Tom Brady wins that game. There's no way he smelled blood and see the Seahawks going down like that and don't win that game. He finishes that deal out. That's the difference between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
I would also say Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league. He's the best quarterback on this list. Because, as we said, I mean, Tom Brady, he arguably the best quarterback of all time, 4 ships, but that's history, man. I mean, again, we're talking about legacy now. No. I'm not gonna say it's like irrelevant. It's definitely relevant in this argument, but that's his legacy. That's past years. If we're going moving forward, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers because, as you said, he's more like physically gifted. And we're not gonna talk about JJ Watt at all.
Let me do it.
Fuck this nigga. He didn't make the playoffs.
Thanks for watching this video. Go watch our channel. Subscribe to our channel. And we'll be back.
Such a head ass.
You a head ass.